Hi, this is Chuck Oliver. Welcome to this week's Hidden Wealth Solution Review. Prepare, prevent, and protect. That is what we're hearing from clients, just like many of you watching, listening, friends, neighbors, all around this country saying, I want to prepare, prevent, and protect the fallout. And you've got Ray Dalio, who I talk about, a big hedge fund manager, one of the largest hedge fund managers, that had an interview on CNBC I talk about this weekend, who says we have a debt crisis looming. And the risk of our fiscal situation in this country is not good. In fact, he said the growth of our country could actually have a screeching halt to zero. Folks, that has major impact on all of our retirement. And I think about Karen, I think about George and Debbie, I think about Don and Lori, I think about many of you, some of which we just talked to just in this recent week, like many of your friends and neighbors of you watching, saying, what can we do to protect what we've worked so hard to build? How do we prepare? Well, folks, I'm going to teach this coming Tuesday at retirementprotected.com. That's retirementprotected.com. And all of these folks had one thing in common. They took the time to learn what I'll teach this Tuesday. Prepare, right? One of the things I'll teach Tuesday is how you can prevent unnecessary taxes. I think about Karen saying, look, I want to prevent having 50% of everything I've worked so hard to leave for my 2 adult children and their grandchildren, to not have 50% of it just thrown away to the federal government. Because see, what Ray Dalio is referring to, folks, is, and many didn't even catch this maybe this recent week or so, is our national debt went above 33 trillion for the first time. 33 trillion. Our deficit spending, I've just heard out of Washington, is right around 6.4 trillion predicted. We've already been deficit spending beyond an extra $1 trillion+ a year. I've talked about how this Biden administration that touts this Bidenomics bunk, right, is projected to add in this new fiscal budget almost $5 trillion over the next 10 years. And folks, somebody's going to have to pay for this. So prepare. Let me teach you this Tuesday at retirementprotected.com. Prevent unnecessary taxes, but beyond just taxation, how do we prevent this crazy market deterioration, right? A lot of what I talk about at Hidden Wealth Radio is kind of the market doing what it's doing is kind of unfounded. It doesn't make sense. But here's the problem. When we go from an economy that was really built on zero interest rates, and now all of a sudden interest rates have skyrocketed faster under our Federal Reserve in the history of the Federal Reserve, we've got a major situation here. Things are slowing down, like Ray Dalio is referring to. And when things slow down to that point, folks, there's fewer people paying into the tax rolls, fewer people paying into Social Security and Medicare. There's less growth. There's less hiring. The media is not going to share this with you, but we're hearing that there's now been over 15 million layoffs just this year to date. And we still got a quarter of the year to go. Folks, you work hard for your money. Go to retirementprotected.com. That's retirementprotected.com. Learn what George and Debbie and Don and Lori, Karen, clients that said, I'm so glad I took the time to prepare with what's coming so that I could prevent, right? And by preventing, let me teach you what I'll teach you this Tuesday to protect you from unnecessary taxes, getting rid of the tax of converting from your IRA to your Roth IRA. If you're serious about doing that, understand they're flirting with changing the rules. And protect from the standpoint of a market downturn. One of the things I talk about on the radio, and I'll leave you with this, is the ability to use the same types of strategy in your retirement savings, but with having no downside, only upside, so we can get rid of this market deterioration, especially by getting rid of this unnecessary taxation, and doing that to protect ourselves, folks. Different times call for different measures. Learn what you can do to prepare, prevent, and protect. retirementprotected.com, retirementprotected.com.